It's the Raider way. Pride, poise, passionate, a love for the game, and just win.
What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel and you would like to support the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell so you're notified every time I come out with brand new content. And also, leave me a comment. I'll definitely respond to you guys. And also, one last thing, guys. Like this video. The last few videos, we've been really killing it. So let's try to get this video over 100 likes. Well, Raider Nation, the Las Vegas Raiders held their press conference and introduced Tom Telesco and head coach Antonio Pierce to the Raiders world. And man, I couldn't be more excited. Their press conference really got me fired up. You know, the way that Antonio Pierce started off by chanting, "Raiders!" Man, that really got me excited for next year. The offseason can't come soon enough. Man, the draft can't come any soon enough. One thing that I noticed with Antonio Pierce is the level of confidence he had. It was almost like his very first press conference all over again back on November 1st when he was introduced as the interim head coach. You know, he's really excited to be the head coach. You know, he has a ton of confidence. You could totally tell just by the way he was answering questions and the way his demeanor was. He was very poised. He was very energetic. And I know he's going to bring that every day going forward. You know, as far as Tom Telesco goes, you know, there's going to be a lot of naysayers out there. You know, Mike Florio and Chris Sims in particular. You know, there's going to be a lot of guys out there saying negative things like, why is he getting a second opportunity after the Raiders destroyed his former team 63 points, you know, and they ended up firing him the very next day. He wasn't the one out there calling the plays. He wasn't out there coaching the team. He was the one that put this team together. And for the last 10 years or so, he has had a great team. Players like Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa, you know, just to name a few. We already went over all those guys in the last video. We already know that he knows how to draft well, and that's exactly why the Raiders brought him in. And for the people to say, hey, you know, he's going to get rid of the whole scouting department, we're going to start from scratch, I don't believe that to be true. As of right now, Champ Kelly is set to remain on the staff. Unless he were to get a general manager position somewhere else, he's not going to go anywhere, guys. So that's a great news for the Raiders that he's going to stick around. You know, also, it looks like Patrick Graham is going to stick around. You know, the very first person that Antonio Pierce shouted out was Patrick Graham in his press conference. And, you know, that speaks volumes. You know, I'm going to take it as, hey, I'm here. I'm going to bring you with me. You know, let's keep this thing going next year. That's exactly what I got the sense out of it. I know it was only a quick exchange, but it seems like all signs are pointing towards Patrick Graham returning to the Raiders. You know, this defense is going to be just as good, if not better, next year. And something that I would love to mention is that even for all the people saying that, hey, Antonio Pierce didn't have his foot in on the defense last year, that's a load of crap, guys. He admitted that when he was named the interim head coach, he had his foot in the defensive meetings, and he mentioned to Pat Graham, hey, let's rush the passer with 3 defensive ends. Hey, let's throw out 4 out there. You know, let's insert Jack Jones at the cornerback position. You know, these are all ideas that came from Antonio Pierce. This defense took a meaning of its own in the second half of the year. You know, this team really played the Raider way. You know, Tom Telesco mentioned that as soon as he walked in through the front door, everything was first class. From the people greeting him at the door, even Antonio Pierce said he has his hand in everything, even to what the chefs are cooking. He said that before he was the head coach, the food was nasty. Since he's been the head coach, the chefs have been top class A1. So it looks like the Raiders are taking this seriously from top to bottom, guys. You know, They're really making sure all the details are fine. Everyone is embarking on this the Raider way. Everyone, it is, from the training staff, from the equipment staff, from the coaches, from the players. Everyone has to be bought in. Because just like Tom Telesco and Antonio Pierce said, it takes everybody, not just the coaches, not just the players, but everyone in that building. As of right now, the Chargers have just announced that their head coach is going to be Jim Harbaugh. So, this AFC West is stacked with talent at the head coach position. We got Sean Payne in Denver, Andy Reid in Kansas City, Jim Harbaugh now in Los Angeles, and we got our coach, Antonio Pierce. He resembles exactly what it is to be a Raider. Someone that plays with that swagger, that grit, hard-nosed football. And they asked him, hey, coach, who do you think is going to be the offensive coordinator for the Raiders? And I loved his answer. He said this job isn't for everybody. This job is for a particular person that knows what it is to be a Raider. We're going to pound the rock and we're going to pass the ball down the field with Davante Adams. And I believe Tom Telesco has the ability and he has the power to bring in guys that fit the Raider mold. We're going to keep Champ Kelly. We're going to keep this scouting department. So it's not like Tom Telesco is walking into a new room that he's unaware of. He came from an AFC West rival. He already knows the makeup of the Raiders. He already knows the players on each of the other teams in the division. So I think we have an upper hand in bringing in a guy like Tom Telesco, an experienced GM to pair up with the rookie head coach. And I expect Antonio Pierce to bring in plenty of experienced coaches. There's already rumored that he's going to be bringing in Marvin Lewis and Tom Coughlin, two highly respected coaches in the coaching world. One of those coaches won a Super Bowl. The other won a Super Bowl as the defensive coordinator. So I'm very excited for the Raiders going forward, guys. Like I said, that press conference got me fired up. Antonio Pierce could be himself. He's not walking on eggshells. They gave him the keys to the car. Now it's his car. Let's see how he takes it. I'm super excited. I know Raider Nation is. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. Just how excited you are going forward. And what do you guys feel about this press conference from Antonio Pierce and then Tom Telesco? And until next time, Raider Nation, peace.